Hi guys, welcome to another video. This one will be part of my Imperial Staff Officer build video series, and today we're just going to have a quick look at making the belt for the costume. Now, relatively speaking, it's quite a simple object, but it has a few different things that you have to look at quite closely if you want to get it right and screen accurate. We're going to first look at some of these references from A New Hope, from the Staff Officer which I am building. On the face of it, it looks pretty simple. We have the strap and buckle, but there's a few different nuances to it that I'm going to show you, so let's have a look as we go along. First off is the buckle. Now, the ones in the movie were made from a brushed aluminium, like this one here. You can see it has a slight curve and a fixing on the back to attach it to the belt. This one I didn't make, but should you want to make one for yourself, you could use something like this, which is styrene. It's a thermoplastic, so you can heat, cut, sand shape. It's pretty rigid and good on a budget if you want to build your own. If you really go for accuracy, you want to use this, which is a sheet of aluminium. It looks like it has a brush finish already. It's quite thick and not very flexible, so it'll be perfect to make this, and you can add that slight curve if you wanted to do it that way. Now, if you did want to make it yourself rather than buy one, here are the dimensions that it would need to be accurate and canon to the film. The one I got was from a seller called Philo Props on Etsy. It's a fantastic buckle. He does it all for you. I think he's based in Italy, and yeah, it's just a fantastic replica. It's just the buckle, so you have to make the strap yourself, but that's what I did, so we're going to be going over that right now. Of course, another notable feature is the code disc in the middle. These were aluminium pulleys from a record player, I believe, but you can get really good replicas like I have here. If you did want it to make yourself, here are the dimensions to do that. There are the depths of each one. I guess you can make them out of washers or something like that. And there are the outer dimensions. Now, your belt is pretty standard. It's a black leather belt, although if you want to be fully accurate to the officers in A New Hope, they used a black leather belt with an undyed edge and back, like you can see here. This was a really good find. I found it from a seller on eBay, which I can link in the description below. But this is what we're going to be making our belt out of with that shiny new buckle. So the plan is to attach it just like so. We're going to fold over the leather there and punch in our hole and add our little rivet. This is what holds the belt around the buckle. To do this, we're just going to use a standard leather punch. This was a real cheapie that I just found in a local shop. It's perfect just to do the job. We're just punching a couple of holes in here. And there it is, straight through. Just make sure you get it in the middle. That's the only knack to it, really. Other than that, we can just attach our little rivet straight on. The little rivet actually came with the belt and is held on just with this little screw thread and a washer to spread the pressure of the screw out. Just to help the leather sit a bit better, I dunked it in some water and attached these clamps around it just to get it to sit nicely around that shape so the curve is right. This worked, to a point, but not really necessary. And there's our decorative rivet. Now, it sits about an inch away from the edge of the buckle, if you're going for accuracy, which of course I am. The only thing left to do was to cut our belt to size with a sharp scalpel, making sure we had a little bit left over, just so we could add this little Velcro piece, which will just let that tail piece sit nicely behind the belt. And there it is, our finished belt. Now, we've got a few accessories that will go on to this, but I think it turned out quite well. Now, it does sit quite high, so make sure when you're measuring, you measure around the top of your hips so it doesn't sit too low. But other than that, I think we're looking good. And that's it, we are done. That was my Imperial belt build, guys. I hope you liked it. Please like and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this one and the continuation of this Staff Officer build. We're getting there now, we're nearly there. Until next time, take care, bye bye. Watcha! The pew pew pew.